Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, April 23rd. Thanks so much for being here. Everyday thought today, I want to focus back again. Just going to keep working through this section of the Lord's Prayer. And we've come to the part after your will be done, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Then there's this one short phrase, give us this day our daily bread. Now, what Jesus is saying is, he's telling us to ask God to provide for our daily needs. Based upon what he thinks is best, what he thinks is right. But it is nevertheless a direct request to God, taught to us by Christ for the purpose of calling out to God, saying, give us today our daily bread. Give us what we need to survive, basically. You put all that in context. It's not a promise of everything I could want. It's a promise that I'll have everything that I need. And I'm asking God for it. So if I ask God for something and I believe that he's who he says he is, then I ought to be able to trust that. So that later on in the chapter, right after yesterday we looked at no one can serve two masters. Well, the next phrase, I'm just going to read the one sentence here. The next phrase after that, you can't serve God and stuff. You can't try and protect your stuff and protect your relationship with God. You've got to serve God. Now he says, therefore, I tell you. In other words, since you can't serve two masters, you've got to choose one or the other. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life or what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. The therefore means if I have prayed for God to give me my daily bread, if I have acknowledged that I can't serve two masters, I can't serve my desire for stuff and serve God at the same time, I choose one or the other. So if I'm choosing God, if I'm crying out to him to give me my daily bread and care for me, then Jesus says, therefore, you can trust God. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will wear. And then the bulk of the chapter, balance of the chapter after this, expands on those thoughts. But let's make this direct connection. We're asking God to give us our daily bread, what we need. We're acknowledging that I can't serve my desire for stuff and serve God. I've got to serve and trust God. And if I trust God, then the therefore that comes, the direct connection then, what Jesus is telling you and me directly is, therefore, don't worry about what you're going to eat and what you're going to drink and about your clothes. The chapter goes on to expand more on those thoughts, but let's just take this raw component. God is committed to you. We have just asked him to care for us. It doesn't mean that some days I won't have less than others, or I won't have all that I think I could want or like, but I can trust God to give me what I need so that I can honor him. It's just as when Jesus says, when the Holy Spirit directs us, when David says in Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I have no needs. I have all that I need. I have all that I want. I have everything I could possibly need. Not every physical thing I could want, but I have everything I need so that I can serve God and he'll care for me. I have everything that I need for him to take care of me so that I can do what he wants me to do. And that much he will give me this day, whether it's a little or it's a lot. That's the same thing that is being said here. Give us this day our daily bread. That's what we would ask of a shepherd. And am I going to serve my desires, or am I going to serve God? Am I going to worry about my stuff, or am I going to worry about, be concerned and consumed with serving God? If I'm consumed with serving God, then I can follow Jesus' argument here. Don't worry about the stuff that I think I need to eat, drink, and have clothes. He's going to provide those for me. in the way that I need them. I'm secure because I have asked God to give me my daily bread. And he's a good, faithful God. That's really important right now in terms of all the stuff that we're facing. Who knows what's happening with how we're going to handle the virus and all the rest of it. But these words of the Lord's Prayer are meant for all times, all of God's people, as long as this earth endures. Lord, give us our daily bread. Help us to honor you and serve you and not to worry about how you're going to take care of us. Be faithful, be wise, but not worry about your care. And that's the thought for today. Great to be with you, and we'll see you again tonight. Lord bless. Bye-bye.